Right. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Gore here at JHU Comic Books. I'm sitting down with Brian DeCubellis and Ethan Sachs, writers of Dark Honor. Fellas, nice to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Love to be back in the store.
Why don't you give the folks a little heads up on what Dark Honor is, what it's about, what they can expect?
You want to?
Sure, I can take this for the start. So this is a crime noir set in the very beginning of the pandemic, March 2020. The date is March 13th. I remember it well when the streets were empty. I went to Grand Central Station and it was a ghost town. And that scene is actually in the book. And what we have is a mythological crime drama. And do you want to take it from there?
Yeah, so basically a new villain arrives and upends the underworld. Up until then, there's a secret society called the 100 that is protecting sort of the honor among thieves. And a unstoppable force named Gore comes and upends everything. And the only hope is our hero, Rain, who's a fantastic, badass character. And the way I got attached to the book is Brian and K.S. Bruce, a pair of talented filmmakers behind movies like Manhattan Night and Trust, approached me and asked me to turn a script that they had, or to help them turn a script that they had into a comic book format, because it would be that much, like, it'd be so cool as a comic book. And they had me hooked from that premise of setting a crime story in New York in those early days, in the deadliest days of the pandemic. And the other really cool thing about this is we got an Ocean's 11 of artists. We got Fico Asio, David Messina, Gabriel Guzman, and Jamal Igle. So that is just a murderer's row of, that's the 1927 Yankees of artists. I'm mixing my metaphors, but this book looks amazing.
It does. I read it. I love it. It's great. Can you give us a little idea as to like what we're going to get in the next few issues, where we're headed to?
Yeah, I think, in issue 1, we start to see how Rain is the sort of black sheep of this family of the 100. Her father, Joseph, is the one that leads the 100, and she's getting out of prison for her gambling problem, because you recall at that time in COVID, they were starting to let people out on furlough. And we start to see how those paths are going to cross because she immediately is going to find herself in danger. And from there on, you can't look back. It's kind of a straight shot down the center of the belly of the beast.
Yeah, a lot of action, just some incredible scenes, incredible beats, incredible characters.
Now, what made you decide to go with the mythological aspect, like supernatural end of it, as opposed to just
it's not so much supernatural. When I say mythological, I just mean like we created this whole lore of the 100.
Right.
So it's a very grounded crime story at the street level, but we created a mythological backstory, meaning that it's that part's all made up in terms of the 100 protecting the 5 families and all.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So what else are you guys working on?
I'm working on some Star Wars stuff. Well, first of all, we hope that they will be working on Dark Honor 2 at some point. In the meantime, I have a Star Wars book out from Dark Horse called Codebreaker. It's a Poe Dameron BB-8 story. It's all ages fun, so I kill less characters than I do on my Marvel. I have some cool stuff in the works from Marvel, from Dark Horse, and from Amazing Comics, Joe Quesada's new company. So none of which I can reveal yet, but all cool.
Cool. Brian?
Top secret. This is my first foray into the world of comics, and as Ethan said, hopefully there's a lot of support for this, and we've already got the ideas for Dark Honor 2 for the sequel, second miniseries, so hopefully that can happen.
Well, I was going to say, after breaking your comic book cherry, now do you feel more confident in your writing towards
100%.
Comic format as opposed to film format?
Yes, and also working with the artists and working with the colorists. We got a great colorist in Raciel Avia who just crushes it, and our letterer Jane, it's just amazing. So like just relating to those guys in the process. Definitely.
You got an awesome team. Like you said, you got the Murderers Row of artists coming up. So, we're here. We got the book, Dark Honor. It's available now. Issue 1 is out.
And if you're there for, you
On
Come on,
Image.
get it.
You don't know why.